happened was me and Tech was going back and forth on the streets of Kansas City, Missouri. What happened was he was going around telling people, making it a joke at first, that telling people that I was his, when this young lady named Agony was pregnant, he was going around telling people, yeah, that's Vell's baby, making gestures like that, making, to where I took it personal, like, man, you don't say stuff like that. So then it got to where he started making little hints and little songs. He wasn't saying my name, but people was coming to me like, man, he's saying this and that. So it got time for me to say something to him, and I didn't say his name, and then he realized it was me, so he came back and said my name, and then I came with this Tech Poison, which I had 3 songs on there, and I was exposing him, and then he felt like he came with the song He Want to Be Paid, and then after that I came with this song called Crackers. Well, after I made Crackers, I was making another song called He's Scared. But before I can get that song finished, the CEO of Game Related Records, which is Rodney Green, he paid me $2,000 not to make the song. So they paid me $2,000 to stop dissing Tech. Okay, so I stopped dissing him. It wasn't no problem. I didn't do the song He's Scared, but the song Crackers was already done, and Murder Dog had it in their hands. It was to be released on there. Well, in that same draw, Travis paid Murder Dog $2,000 not to put the song on there.
Wow.
And that's why Crackers wasn't on Murder Dog, that compilation of Kansas City, Missouri. That was the original song to be on there. Next thing I know, I was on there with a song that me and Cuckoo Bird and another guy that did another guy that was from Kansas City that we did a song, Woo Woo, that's his name, Woo Woo Productions, and we did a song called Listen Closely, and that was on there. I was like, how did that happen? And then I got the wind of it, that's what went down. So they basically got it from both ends. They went to my CEO and made probably threats or whatever it went, or who knows, they probably gave him the money to give to me. All I know, I was pulled to the side and paid to leave him alone. And then after that, like I said, it seems like he took the town. They started putting the direction towards him. They started saying that Tech-9 was the king of the city. They started saying all that. They forgot about what I just did. I just opened the floodgates for Kansas City to even be heard. And then all of a sudden, Tech-9's the king of the city. I didn't know what happened. I guess it's just that I told the truth on that song, and they knew that by me telling the truth on that song that he was going to be revealed and people wasn't going to cling on to him. So they had to shut me up, and that's what happened. And they didn't stop there. They went further. All type of studios in Kansas City, Missouri, all type of places. I noticed how when I walked in them, they start putting their heads down as if that they was already getting hush money. Like he Vell out of here.
Yeah. And what's crazy is if you listen to the song, A Kansas City King, he's dissing the shit out of you. He's dissing the shit out of Don, maybe a couple other people. So Murder Dog essentially allowed him to diss you guys, but you couldn't say anything in rebuttal against him, man. It's a one-sided battle, if you ask me.
Right. That's what I was saying. I had it was no 50-50. It was no, okay, we heard Tech's side of the story. Okay, we heard Vell's. There was none of that. It was all Tech's side of the story. So that's why everybody, he dissed Vell. He dissed Vell. Okay, that's just like Ali and George Foreman fighting, and then they go pay Ali, yo, man, here's $1 million, man, when Foreman swing, gone and fall. And then he does that, and then Foreman goes around like he's the king and like he's the champion and all that, not knowing in his heart that it's a whole setup. It was staged. They wanted to be kings of the city. They didn't care about the history of the city. They didn't care about falling in line with the history of the city. They just wanted to be kings of the city. That's why Kansas City can't blow up now, because it's all totally mixed up. It's out of order. It won't ever blow up because it's out of order.
Yeah, back in the day when we was covering you guys, man, there was a whole slew of motherfuckers, like you said, Cuckoo Bird, Court Dog. I mean, so many of you guys, S to the B. And now it's just all the focus is strictly on this guy. And he duped me too, man. I helped that motherfucker all throughout his career with reviews and this and that. And it's like, wow, man, this shit came back and bit me. You know what I'm saying? It really came back and bit me. So I was like, fuck them.
He showed up. Yeah, he showed up at I did a video for Bun B and Greedy. You know, Bun B from UGK and Greedy from Kansas City, Missouri. I shot a video for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he showed up at the set, and he like, yeah, Vell, I heard you shooting the video. And I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I've been calling you, you know, trying to go ahead and let's open the doors for Kansas City. Let's go and make this history, man. We need to just go and do something. Yeah, man, call me, man, text me, man, and totally ignore my calls. I called Travis. He'd be, you know, yeah, Vell, I'll give you some tickets, you know, like this, you know, that. You know, so really, you know, maybe I need to re-release that song. You know, if they want to, you know, they made their money. I'm not tripping on that. They paid, but you know that don't take aside from the truth. Still needs to be known.
Yeah, you should, man.